This man was kind enough to save a seal demon, but the demon had bad intentions. It devised a plan to swap bodies with the man. He's been trapped underwater ever since. But even in his predicament, he was still kind. When he saw a little girl fall into the water, he would save her from the water. When he saw a passing merchant ship hit the rapids, he helped to stabilize the ship and brought the goods to the shore. But not so long ago, he had a bright future ahead of him. A man named Han Xiangzi. He was a young man of talent and knowledge. Because of his outstanding talent, no one within 100 miles could teach him. He decided to go to the cave to learn from Lu Dongbin. Perhaps it was fate. They met on the same ship. Lu Dongbin had a unique vision. He recognized Han's extraordinary qualities at a glance, but he didn't want to take on a student at this time. At that moment, the boatman gave us some bad news. There is a strange river ahead. There's a man-eating water demon in the river. It often attacks ships passing by, and frames beautiful women. Upon hearing this, Lu wanted to test Han's courage and wisdom. The water demon has a treasure. It's called the Soul Exchange Stone. If you can bring it to me as a gift, I might consider taking you on as a disciple. Soon, Han took a boat to a river infested with demons. In order to lure the water demon out, he put a scarf over his head. He disguised himself as a woman, and sure enough, the demon jumped onto the boat as soon as he saw this. But once he saw that the other party was a man, he immediately realized that he had been deceived. Facing the water demon's question, Han wisely starts a conversation. The reason why the demon framed the beautiful woman, it's all because of the jealousy in his heart. Its spirit is tied to the vine under the water. When he thought that as a woman, other women can live happily, but she had to suffer from loneliness. The water demon was furious, and after a lot of maneuvering, the demon finally realized what Han was up to. It offered a deal. As long as Han could cut the vine and save his trapped spirit, he would stop hurting humans. Hand over the Soul Exchange Stone. Han agreed without hesitation. He took the waterproofing pill and dove underwater. He went to great lengths to free the water demon's spirit. The moment he handed over the Soul Exchange Stone, the water demon suddenly went back on his word. He switched souls with Han. Since then, he's been free, but Han became an ugly monster, trapped underwater forever. Even in the face of great adversity, Han never lost sight of his original purpose. He remained kind. He rescued children from the water. He helped the merchant ships to make it easier for people to cross the river. He even used his flute to attract animals and led them to build a wooden bridge. But this kindness was misunderstood. The old man told them, "This bridge is very strange." That day he saw a water demon wandering here. This wooden bridge must have been transformed by a water demon. It must be a trap. They had the heart to remove the bridge. He thought his lonely days would last forever. But that night, the ogre came back to tell Han that he no longer desired to be human. The real monster found it boring to be human. He couldn't do any more harm. Then let's switch back. You go back to being a rich man. I'll continue to be the king in the water. I'll drag all those who are bad to me into the water. But Han didn't agree. He doesn't understand monsters. If he's been given a chance to be human, why doesn't he know how to change? To prevent him from continuing his evil ways, he decided to destroy the soul-changing stone. With the destruction of the stone, their souls unexpectedly returned to their respective bodies. The villagers heard the commotion and gathered around. Seeing the water demon here, they were about to attack with their weapons. But Han Xiangzi stopped them. He's not a bad person. He's just on the wrong path. He has no one to teach him. That's why he's like this. Let him go. At that moment, Lu Dongbin came through the air. He praised Han for his kindness and bravery, and turned his bamboo flute into a real immortal weapon. When the flute sounded, all the flowers and trees grew. Even the evil monsters became kind. They helped the little girl to block the tree. I believe that after Han's careful training, he will soon become a real human being. And Lu Dongbin took Han as his disciple. Together, they continued to do good in the world.